And welcome everybody, Missions Baseball Academy. Saints, a little late delay as Midland University out of Nebraska having a little buzz issues. About a 45-minute delay on here. Maldonado out on the mound to start things off for the Saints here today.
Your starting pitcher, Ram Maldonado.
There's Ram Maldonado on there for the Saints. So Ram Maldonado on the mound for the Saints here against Midland. Saints 1-5 on the year, coming up against Midland, who is 4-4 on the year, or 4-4-1. And again, game supposed to have been scheduled for a 5 o'clock start time. We're going to be a little bit late here today as we're getting underway. Defensively for the Saints, Montejano out in right field, Rodriguez in center. Clark will be over at left, Jose Diaz at first base, Chapa over at second, Alec Martinez at third, Viviero is going to be at short, Rolo, Robert Lopez behind the plate, and again Maldonado on the mound. Batted and for Midland, Ryan, Chase Reynolds, Sam Braun, and Peyton Garbers due up here in the bottom half of the first inning. We're underway here in just a moment. Our first pitch coming up. That's Maldonado. With the delivery and the pitch. It's going to be low, first pitch ball, 1-0 the count, and we're underway. Yeah, about a 50-minute delay on this one. Bus issue, scheduled 9 innings. 1-game series here today. Saints will be taking on Southwestern Assemblies of God, the Lions, out of Waxahachie, Texas, tomorrow on a doubleheader starting at 1 o'clock. That's going to be their 4th strike, and the count evens up 1 ball and 1 strike there from Maldonado. Maldonado on the year, 0-1, the 10.13 earned run average. In 5 1/3 innings pitched. That one said they did not go around, so it's 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 games, 1 started. Struck out 6 and walked 4 this year. And swings and misses out when the count evens up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Saints 1-5. Able to come away with a win last time. Out against Oklahoma Wesleyan. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away.
Number 8, Sam Braun.
Sam Braun now coming up to the plate for Midland. That's fouled back by Braun. It would have won the count. Braun, a .310 hitter with a home run, 11 RBIs this year. Let's see here, the 0-1 pitch coming from Maldonado. That's fouled back, and quickly Braun finds himself down to the count 0-2. Saints are 7-5 all-time against Midland. Saints took 3 out of 4 games a year ago against the Warriors. Fouled back. Warriors Warriors coming in here from the Great Plains Athletic Conference, located there in Fremont, Nebraska. Coach Chad Miller. So no balls, 2 strikes here. It's Ram Maldonado. Working, sends that one down the line. First base side foul. And the count will stay 1-2. Sam Braun, junior out of Fremont, California. Washington High School. Steps back into the box. The right-hander, 5'9" right-hander. Makes that pitch and comes around, catches a piece of it, and the count will stay 0-2. It's Peyton Garbers in the on-deck circle. Sam Broad last time out against Bethany on the 21st was 0 for 1 from the plate, reached on a walk and scored a run in that game. Now the 0-2, and again fouled away again. Fighting and staying alive here this one. He's hit safely in 2 of his last 3. Maldonado is in here. Pitch. That one's going to float off the plate there. Not cutting in the way they wanted. And 1-2 now the count with 1 out. And the 1-2 pitch coming. Tries to fastball low and in on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count here. Sam Braun has worked his way back into a even 2-2 count. And now the count will go full, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Called strike 3. Catching the outside corner, 2 down. So 2 up and 2 strikeouts here. Peyton Garbage coming up to the plate here. Junior out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Stepping up into the box. And first game a while here for Midland. So, actually, no, I missed that. The 24th, so they actually just played against Bethany. 0 for 3 in that game was Garbers. Did score a run, had an RBI, had a walk. .351 on the season. Home run, 12 RBIs this season. And that's off the plate there, ball. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Top half of the first inning. That's a called strike. So Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. pitch. Off the zone there. That'll bring up a full count here. Just one game here tonight. 9 innings, doubleheader, 7 innings on both games tomorrow. The Saints take on Southwestern Assemblies of God, who are 16-1 on the year. That's fouled off out of play. So they're coming down from the Sooner Athletic Conference. We'll also broadcast their game against Midland on Saturday. And baseball's Sunday against Midland will be on baseball's Facebook Live. They're saying, did he go? No, it's going to be a walk. So one aboard here with 2 outs. That's Dakota Thornton coming up to the plate, the center fielder. Facebook Live will be your source for the broadcast on Sunday, as the OLLU Saints Network will be broadcasting the softball doubleheader against Trinity University. And that's going to be low. Actually, no, it's going to be called a strike there. Got away from Rolo. Able to push it back and get it over to Maldonado on the plate there. Thornton, a .250 hitter on the year with 6 RBIs. Has a .375 on base percentage. Also, soccer will be back starting next week on Thursday. It's Jarvis Christian College coming down from Hawkins, Texas. Take on the men and women soccer on Thursday. And a possibility of men's basketball. Still waiting for that to be finalized for at least one home game this year, as they have been the travelers. That gets away. As Garber's on his way over to second, they say caught him on the foot. So they're going to say hit him. So Maldonado, after striking out the first 2, will walk 1 and hit Thornton with a pitch. Ethan Seacrest coming up to the plate here. Senior out of Farmington, New Mexico. Steps up in there. He's a .286 hitter with a home run and 1 RBI this year. It's time called there. Runners now at first and second. 2 outs. And volleyball is back as well on next Thursday. So busy. Spring continues. And a called strike there, 0-1 the count to Seacrest. Maldonado, after the 2 strikeouts, struggling a little bit here, the last 2 batters. Now this one going to be grounded past him. Picked up by Martinez, comes all the way over and able to make the throw as he had to adjust around Revere, but that'll do it. So bottom of the first coming up. Still scoreless. You're watching Saints baseball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. More information on Saints Athletics, go to the website www.ollusaintsathletics.com. Make sure you follow the Saints on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And make sure you hit the subscribe button there on the YouTube page if you're watching now to get alerts for live broadcasts and other content posted onto the OLLU Saints YouTube page. So Noah Rodriguez to lead things off for the Saints, going up here against James Scrito, a junior out of Nebraska. Scrito on the year 1-1. The 6.32 earned run average, 9 strikeouts, 6 walks. For his career, he's 7-4 with a 4.17, 81 strikeouts and 40 walks. And that first pitch, a strike there to Noah Rodriguez. It's Noah 235 on the year, 235 on base, and that's sent high up in the air towards the gap. Got a chance to reach the wall. Will hit the track. Rodriguez rounding second, on his way to third. The throw to third, not in time. Triple to lead it off. Noah Rodriguez aboard with a triple to start things off for the Saints here, as Jacob Montejano, the right fielder, coming up to the plate. So the center fielder comes up, sends one into the gap in right center, picking up his first triple of the year. And the first of his career here at OLLU. So looks at that pitch there for a ball, 1-0 the count there to Jacob Montejano. As Montejano, sophomore from San Antonio Brandeis, and nice job in getting in front of that is Nichols. As you need to keep that in front of you with a runner 90 feet away at third. 2 balls, no strikes here, the count here from Scrito. And that's going to be a called strike, 2-1. Montejano again, 231 on the year, 333 on base percentage. And that catches a piece, and that'll even up the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here with Jose Diaz in the on-deck circle. Jose Diaz, the dangerous at bat. They're in that on-deck circle, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Montejano, 1 down. So Scrito picking up a strikeout after giving up that leadoff triple. So Jose Diaz. So Jose Diaz, Conference Player of the Week a week ago, picked up his 200th career hit also, not last week, but 2 weeks ago. And they're going to intentional walk. So now runners on the corners. And Diaz at first now.
Number 23, Jacob Mitchell.
And Diaz, dangerous on the base paths. Has just 1 stolen base this year, but 60 for his career as he's over there, as he picks up the walk, his 68th career walk. As Jacob Mitchell, the DH.
That's the one you gave me to replace.
So, crawled strike there on Jacob Mitchell. 267 this year with 3 RBIs. And throws over to first. Diaz stays put. Jacob Mitchell, a career 296 hitter. Looks at that for a ball, 1-1 the count. Saints all-time leader in career walks with 94, but has not walked this year. 99 career hits. Also, Mitchell sends that one high up in the air. Back it goes towards the fence, towards the wall, and it's going to be gone. A 3-run shot there for Jacob Mitchell. So Jacob Mitchell picks up his 6th career home run, RBIs number 4, 5, and 6 on the season, and 66, 67, and 68 for his career. So Jacob Mitchell picks up his 100th hit of his career, and it's a 3-run shot to the gap, and the Saints will take a 3-0 lead here in the bottom half of the first inning.
Number 22, catcher Robert Lopez.
So Robert Lopez, Rollo coming up to the plate now. And looks at the first pitch there, a strike, 0-1 to count to Rollo. And 1 ball, 1 strike now the count. Rollo 230 on the year. 267 on the year, career 230. 2 RBIs. Rollo 5 career home runs and 42 career RBIs. The senior catcher. Transfer from UIW. He's played his last 3 years here with OLLU. Now 3 balls and 1 strike to count. It's a pitch here from Scruto. Swings and misses that one. That'll make it a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes now with 1 out. It's Rollo. Steps back into the box. Digs in, Scruto with the delivery of the pitch. And ball 4. He's going to walk. 2nd time this year he's walked. 46th time for his career. He has gotten a free pass. And Matthew Clark, the left fielder, coming up to the plate.
Number 18, Matthew Clark.
Pinch runners Andrew Ogletree, the junior from Mission, Texas, will head over to first base for Rollo. As Matthew Clark, sophomore, up to the plate from San Antonio
Base number 4.
Marshall High School Ram. 3-0 Saints lead. Long lead there for Ogletree off first base. And that's going to be fouled off on that. And 0-1 the count now to Clark. And that one's fouled back out of play. The count 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 pitch. Up in the air. Coming there off the infield and misplaying it and dropping it is Weber. And so runners now, he's out at second as he held up there. And Ogletree not able to get to second base. And so 2 down now. After the misplay there from Weber at short.
Tyler Vivier.
So Tyler Vivier coming up to the plate, the shortstop. Tyler steps up now with a runner at first and 2 away. That's it. There for a ball, 1-0 the count. Tyler, 429 hitter with 6 RBIs this year. Batting in the 7th spot. And that's sent high up in the air. Coming in, and again misplayed. And so runners in on the corners. As Weber having a bad day there at shortstop. So I guess might have lost it there in the lights, but difficulty is.
Third base, number 9, Alec Martinez.
So it wasn't sure if it was going to be him or Thornton making the catches. Thornton came charging in as Alec Martinez coming up with runners on the corners and 2 outs. And swings and misses that one. 0-1 the count. So Martinez hitless on the year. 143 the on base percentage. As he is 0 for 6 from the plate this year. Corpus Christi tried to call time, didn't grant it. Swings at it, 0-2 the count. Martinez, career 239 hitter. It was 268 last year. It's his career high in average. And runner going. And safe. The steal there over at second. Did not throw. And then keeping Clark at third. Veer with stolen base at second. Second and third now. With 2 outs, and that's up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Martinez. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, some runners at second and third. That's fouled back, and the count will stay 1-2. It's Ryan Chapa hoping for an opportunity in the on-deck circle. And the 1-2 pitch coming here to Martinez. That's going to be low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Martinez. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's popped straight up in the air. And able to get that one.
For the Saints in the first inning.
So the Saints will get 3 runs.
2 errors.
2 hits, 2 errors.
On base at the end of 1 inning. Saints
Couple
3,
left, and we will head
0.
to the second. Saints lead 3-0. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. Trey Nichols to lead things off for Midland, trailing 3-0 here to the Saints. It's Maldonado on the mound for the Saints. Big 3-run shot from Jacob Mitchell. And there's a strike. The count 0-1. No balls, one strike. That's inside ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 runs there in that bottom half of the first for the Saints. Nichols a .316 hitter, 4 RBIs this year. The 1-1 pitch, that's going to be out of play over the Midland bench. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. And Maldonado. A couple of strikeouts in that first inning for him. And that's chopped foul down the third base side. And the count 1-2. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one high and away. So it gets away a bit from Maldonado. As Nichols, Miyasato, and Weber due up in the top half of the second inning for the Warriors of Midland. Swings and misses, and strikeout number 3 for Maldonado. And 1 down.
Number 35,
Alex Miyasato coming to the plate here. Freshman out of Oahu, Hawaii. Maryknoll High School. Oahu, the island with Honolulu. And that's right over to Martinez at third. And 2 away.
Number 25.
That'll bring up Kyle Weber, the shortstop. Kyle, the junior from Marshall, Missouri. Steps into the plate. Midland 4-4-1 on the year. Coming into this one. It's coming off a 3-game series with Bethany out of Kansas. And that's off the plate. 1-0 the count. So 1 ball, no strikes. That's going to be low and in. 2-0 the count now to Weber. Turns on that one foul. 2-1 the count to Weber. 310 on the year with an RBI. Weber went 3 for 9. Scored a couple of runs and a couple of doubles against Bethany. 2-2 now the count. On Weber. That's going to find its way to the gap. Weber quickly around first base. He's not going to stop. He's on his way to third. And he's going to be in there standing up at third base. So the 2-out triple for Weber. And that will be the first hit given up by Maldonado. That'll bring up Kevin Mannheimer. And the top of the order will be on deck. 3-0 Saints lead. A chance for Midland to put a little dent in the Saints lead here. The runner 90 feet away from home. It's Mannheimer. Looks at the pitch. Fouls it back 0-1. Mannheimer. Oh for 1 this year from the plate. Back on the 21st against Bethany was his first at bat. Now one way off the plate and the count evens 1-1. Gavin Mannheim, the senior out of Vancouver, Washington. And it's Centralia Community College transfer. The 1-1 pitch. Next swing going to be called a strike there. 1-2 the count with 2 outs and the runner at third now. Top of the order on deck. Maldonado trying to get out of trouble here after that triple from Weber a moment ago. Called strike 3. 4th strikeout of the game for Maldonado. And we'll head to the bottom half of the second. Saints still with a 3-0 lead. You're watching Saints baseball on the OLLU Saints Network. Bottom half of the second inning. Saints with a 3-0 lead. Ryan Chapa to lead things off for the Saints. Ryan, the junior from Corpus Christi Midway High School. And up the middle, Ryan Chapa, and his first at bat of the season. As Chapa will be aboard with nobody out.
Number 10, Noah Rodriguez.
Picking up his 55th career hit. That'll bring up the top of the order as Noah Rodriguez 1 for 1 with a triple and scored. And the pitch there going to be a ball. 1-0 the count to Noah Rodriguez. Jacob Montejano in the on-deck circle. Scrudo on the mound for Midland. 278 hitter now on the year. And the throw over to first, Chapa back. Two balls, no strikes. up the middle. Hands over, throw over to first, not in time. Nice speed there from Rodriguez to beat out the throw. On what looked like was going to be a 4-6-3. Instead, it's just a 4-6. So Jacob Montejano coming up to the plate here for the Saints. Montejano 0 for 1. Next the pitch there for a strike, 0-1. As he struck out his last time up. Runner at first, Rodriguez went away. Jose Diaz in the on deck circle. Throw back, and they got him. Picked him off over at first. And now Brian Ogney heading out. Talk to the umpire. Looked like he did get him, but talk things over there. So if it stays that way, it'll be 2 outs and a 0-1 count to Montejano. And that's how it will go, as Rodriguez will make his way around. With 2 outs now. Montejano struck out swinging in the first. 214 hitter with a 313 on base percentage. As Brian Ogney taking the stroll back over to third base box. And we'll get away there from Nichols. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to count here with 2 outs. That's going to find its way to left field. So base hit for Montejano. So Montejano, whose bat had been kind of cold lately, gets a big hit there. So runner back at first again here with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Jose Diaz to the plate. Diaz reached on an intentional walk and scored his last time up. As Diaz comes up to the plate. That is sent over and foul. 1-1 the count. Batting .500 on the year. A career .405 hitter. Diaz. Diaz 10 hits and 20 at-bats. Scored 3 runs this year. A couple of doubles. Home run, 5 RBIs. 205 career hits. It's a team best. That's lined right to third base. And that'll do it for the Saints. They'll leave 1 aboard. We'll head to the third. 3-0 Saints lead. You're watching Saints baseball on the OLLU Saints Network. Welcome back, everybody. Make sure you follow the Saints on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Use the hashtag OLLU Baseball. And for more up-to-date information, go to the website, www.ollusaintsathletics.com. Chase Reynolds leading things off for Midland here in the top half of the third inning. It's going to be Reynolds, Braun, and Garbers. And that's it towards right. Coming over and rolling it in is Montejano. And one away on one pitch.
Number 8, Sam Braun.
So Sam Braun will come up. As Reynolds will sit down 0 for 2 so far today. Sam Braun will come up 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. Braun. Junior from Fremont, California. So the first pitch there, strike, 0-1 the count. One out here in the third. Saints with a 3-0 lead. 3-run first inning. After the 3-run shot from Jacob Mitchell, who set to lead things off for the Saints in the bottom of the third. 0-2 the count now to Braun. 300 on the year, a home run, 11 RBIs, a .425 on base percentage. Braun struck out looking on a pitch on the outside corner he wasn't happy with. Maldonado will go that way. He comes inside and low. And the count 1-2 now. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch coming here from Ram Maldonado. It's popped up in the air, fouled back out of play. It stays 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and he'll go down for the second time now. This time swinging. And a strikeout number 5 now for Maldonado. Braun had struck out 4 times prior to today in 30 at bats. Now picks up 2. His first 2 bats here. And that brings up Peyton Garbers. And a called strike there on 1 for Garbers, who walked back in the first inning. .351 hitter with 1 homer and 12 RBIs. And swings at that one as the bottom falls out. The count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here for Garbers. And that's going to find it past Chapa on a single and a right center. For the junior from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, now aboard for the second time.
Number 18, Dakota Thornton.
And Dakota Thornton, the center fielder, now coming up to the plate. Thornton was hit by a pitch his last time up. Junior out of Gilbert, Arizona. In the Phoenix area. Right there next to Chandler. There's a pitch coming from Maldonado there for a strike, and the count 0-1. There the Thornton. Ball's 1 strike. 2 outs and a runner at first. So Maldonado's had a runner in each inning so far, but has been able to get his way out of any type of situation. That's 1 ball, 1 strike. Had a runner at third last inning after a triple. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at first. Here for Thornton, 250 on the year with 6 RBIs. Waits for the pitch here from Maldonado. And swings and misses at that one. And the count 1-2. 1-2 pitch here. That one off of himself there. As that comes off Thornton. Is feeling that one. That'll bring Chad Miller over. Talk to Dakota Thornton. Let's see how the 6'3" junior's doing. As he caught that one right there off the ankle. As our Corey Beechner, our trainer, goes to check him out. So he'll come back now. Corey, as foolish as I am with shorts on, after thinking we were going to have an earlier start, and hoping for temperatures in the 60s still a little bit. This it has cooled down and it's damp in the air. That's going to pass Maldonado right over to short, and the force at second will do it. That'll do it. Bottom of the third coming up. Saints still leading 3-0. You're watching Saints baseball on the OLLU Saints Network. Jacob Mitchell coming up to the plate here to start the bottom half of the third inning. And first swing heads opposite field. And underneath that is Braun. So the junior from Harker Heights, Texas, will be one away. On one pitch, and that'll bring up Robert Lopez.
Catcher, number 22, Robert Lopez.
So Robert Lopez coming up as he walked his last time up. He'll slowly make his way up to the box there with one out here in the third. And Scruto to giving up the 3 runs in the first inning. Trying to hold the Saints here for a second straight inning. So right now, Saints 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Midway, no runs, 2 hits, 2 errors. They both came in that first inning. And that inside. The count 2-0 here. Rolo. That one. Some nasty movement there, and the count goes 2-1. 267 on the year with a couple of RBIs. 353 on base. Fouls it back 2-2. Matthew Clark in the on-deck circle. 2-2. Called strike 3. So 2 down. Strikeout number 2 now for James Scruto. Number 2 of the game and number 11 on the season. It's Matthew Clark coming up. 0 for 1. Looks that for a ball. Want to know the count? That's going to be pulled foul. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Clark. Reached base on an error back in the first inning. 286 hitter, 375 on base. That is going to be fair. No, they're calling it foul. Wow. I don't know if that was a break or not for us. He was out of the box quickly, but it did look like he picked it up in fair territory. Coach Ogney talking to Reynolds over at third base, and Reynolds kind of giving a shrug like, I thought it was fair. As Clark steps back into the box. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. That is going to pull foul. And the count stays 1-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Scheduled for 9 in this one. Just 1 game here tonight. Doubleheader tomorrow starting at 1 o'clock. The Saints will take on Southwestern Assemblies of God. SAGU out of Waxahachie, Texas. Grandfather used to tell me that he grew up in Waxahachie, Texas, and as soon as he learned how to spell it, the family moved to Nacogdoches. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs now. That's fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's Clark fighting that one off. No one aboard here in the bottom of the 3rd. And that's ripped, and that's going to be foul. Reynolds made an effort for it, but just past the line. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, still the count. Clark flirting left field foul line. The 1-2 inside, caught him in the hand as he caught it. It's Matthew Clark. That's hit by a pitch by catching the pitch.
Tyler Vivier.
So Tyler Vivier coming. And Coach Miller is coming out to, I don't think he appreciated Clark catching the ball because he's saying that he didn't try to get out of the way. But he did scoot out of the way. He was just there and he stuck his hand forward. So, I don't know. Oh, he said he reached into the strike zone, which he didn't. But I have never seen the batter catch the ball before. So, 2 outs and a runner aboard. As Tyler Vivier there. Singled back in the 1st. 467 on the year. The batting average. 529 on base percentage. Tyler 6 RBIs this year as well. Watches that one for a strike and 1 ball, 1 strike. Tyler 6, now 7 hits and 15 at bats on the year. 6 RBIs. 4 of them came against Central Methodist back on the 6th of February. Central Methodist, who is a very, very good baseball team. As they took the Saints to the woodshed that weekend. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Two count here. The runner at first. This runner goes. Throw, and he's going to be out. As I think he kind of bounced off the bag. And Coach Ogney again talking about the tag. So that'll do it. Top of the 4th coming up. 3-0 Saints lead. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network. So Ethan Seacrest will lead things off here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. The Saints with a 3-0 lead here against Midland. Midland University, the Great Plains Athletic Conference. And that's going to be sent back towards center. Back forward, and it's going to reach the wall. Rounding second on his throw. The third, it's going to be close. Got him! He got him that time. And that was
second base.
it's a nice share up there. Is Chapa, Ryan Chapa on the relay. Good job by Rodriguez. The throw from him to Chapa, and Chapa over to Martinez. And so 1 away. And the first pitch there for strikeout and 1 the count. Manheimer. No balls, 2 strikes. And 2 away. So 2 outs there. And that will be strikeout number 6 for Maldonado, who came into the game with 6 on the season. So 2 outs, no one aboard. And to the plate is Maddox Misato. Freshman from Hawaii. Experiencing a little different weather than what he's used to. And that's going to be low there for a ball. Or for actually going to call strike there. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. So 1-1 the count here. Going aboard here in the top of the 4th. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Just off the plate there for a ball, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Top of the 4th and a 3-0 lead for the Saints. Here from Missions Baseball Academy. The southwest side of town, just down the street from the campus. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 7 strikeouts for Maldonado. And we will head to the bottom half of the 4th. Saints lead 3-0. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network. So welcome back. Tyler Vivier back up to the plate here to start the bottom half of the 4th inning. Saints with a 3-0 lead. First pitch is going to be a ball. He was left at the plate after Rodriguez was caught. Actually, not. Yeah, Rodriguez was caught trying to steal. It's 2 balls, no strikes to count near to Tyler. And Tyler sent that one foul. And a called strike there. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. That's over to short. Weber over to first. 1 away. And that will bring up Alec Martinez to the plate. First pitch there for Martinez is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. And that's towards left, going to be a base hit. First hit of the year now for Alec Martinez. He's at first base now, and Ryan Chapa.
Number 1, Ryan Chapa.
So Chapa coming up here now with a runner at first and nobody out. And Chapa 1-for-1 singled in his first at bat of the 2021 season. The throw. Over to first there. Martinez back. Chapa up the middle there. Looks at that one. Strike. 0-1 the count to Ryan Chapa. Top of the order. Due up next. As no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at first. Pretty nice lead there from Martinez as he that pitch to Chapa away. 1-1 the count. Again, Saints will play Southwestern Assemblies of God tomorrow. Doubleheader starting at 1. Then they'll be back in action again on Sunday. So throw over to first. So they'll be taking on Midland again. A double header starting at 1 there. That will be on Saints Baseball Facebook Live. And called strike there, 1-2 to Chapa. Saints a nice little homestand here. After that, March 4th, 5th, and 6th, they will be taking on a 4-game series against Ottawa University out of Arizona. The Spirit. And the Golden State Athletic Conference. As that one's away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a double header against Houston. Houston Victoria. Start off conference on the 12th and 13th, 4-game series. Then they'll hit the road for a bit. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Saints usually have a favorable home schedule. It's 3-2 now. Being down here in South Texas, where besides last week when it was horrible to be here, it's usually pretty nice Februaries. Or not too extreme. And so we'll get a lot of folks like Midland, and that's thrown away. And Martinez on the air will advance to third. As Reynolds just plays that there. So runners on the corners now with 1 out. And that'll bring up the top of the order Noah Rodriguez. That's Noah Rodriguez. 1 for 2 with a triple today. Had a run scored. And time called by Rodriguez. It swings and misses that one, 0-1. Rodriguez tripled back in the first, into a fielder's choice in the second. 263 hitter this year. And swings and misses that one, and the count 0-2. Runners on the corners with 1 out. And Jacob Montejano in the on-deck circle. Saints would love an insurance run here. That one bouncing up there. Stepped over to first. And a double play will end it. Head now to the top of the fifth inning. Saints with a 3-0 lead. You're watching Saints baseball on the OLLU Saints Network. Fifth inning coming up here. It's Kyle Weber. Weber, Mannheimer, and Reynolds due up for Midland here in the fifth inning. As the Warriors trailing 3-0 to the Saints. Ram Maldonado still on the mound out there for the Saints. 7 strikeouts here. And this one, combined 6 in his previous 2 outings this year. First pitch is there for a ball, 1-0 the count. There for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Weber tripled his first time up. He was stranded at third. Watches that one high, 2-1. Junior out of Marshall, Missouri. Looks at the 2-1 pitch, fouls it back, 2-2 now the count. A triple, the first triple of his career. For Weber, a .314 career hitter. The 2-2 pitch, and he finds himself into center field with a base hit. So a triple and a single now for Weber, and the leadoff is aboard here in the fifth inning. That'll bring up Gavin Mannheimer. So Mannheimer 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Looking at Weber, throw by Rollo. It's just a little bit off the mark, and Weber's going to be safe at second. The pass ball. It's Ram Maldonado trying to get a lot of innings in him today. The Saints playing a 16-1 team tomorrow, a doubleheader. Like to have a well-rested bullpen for that. So 1-0 the count here. Throw back over the second. And going to be safe. Close, but back safely there is Weber. Ball, no strikes to count here to Manheimer. Struck out swinging in the second. Hitless on the year. Fouled back. And count 1-1 now on Manheimer. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out, runner at second. That's that pass ball taking the double play out of play. Throws that one off the plate there. It's 2-1 the count. Top of the order due up next. Chase Reynolds. That coming forward and out. Nice job by Noel Rodriguez to slide in there and rob the hit. And Weber will stay at second. So Chase Reynolds now coming up to the plate, the top of the order. Reynolds 0 for 2. Comes up here now. Chase Reynolds, his 4th game of the year, had 5 hits and 11 at-bats against Bethany. Looks at the pitch there for a strike with an RBI. Out of Topeka, Kansas. So he struck out his first time up and lined out second time. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner at second. 385 now on the year with an RBI. And has reached safely his first 3 games this year. Now he finds himself 1-2 here on this pitch. And 0 for 2 for the night. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. A throw back with ease that time. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here. And that's sending towards the gap. Going to find it, and diving Rodriguez, stopping it from going to no. Now it's getting by him. And mishandled there by Montejano. And in to score is Weber, and it's 3-1. As Rodriguez dived for it, trying to keep it from reaching the wall. Couldn't get it. Montejano came up there, able to get it at the wall, and they triple and the RBI there for Reynolds. Picking up his 2nd RBI of the year now. And his 6th hit in 4 games. And Sam Braun now to the plate, who struck out twice. Once looking and once swinging. So that pitch for a ball, 1-0 the count. And he represents the tied run. So 290 hitter with 1 homer and 11 RBIs. This is now 3-1 here in the top half of the 5th inning. And the 1-0 pitch. That's low and in for a ball. 2-0 now the count. DeBron. Sam Braun, a career 365 hitter. And this his 62nd game with Midland. Watches that for a strike. The count is 2-1. Peyton Garber's in the on-deck circle. And Maldonado trying to get out of this fifth with as little damage as possible. And the 2-1. Ooh, that's a close one. It's going to be called a ball, and 3-1 now the count. Three balls, one strike, one out. Runner at third. And ball four, runners on the corners. That'll bring up Peyton Garbers to the plate. He's 1 for 1 and a walk, and so meeting at the mound there to talk to Ram Maldonado. This Ram has pitched well. It's the second walk given up. He struck out 7 here, giving up the 1 run. Runner at third. And there is a little action in the Saints bullpen right now, as Devin Molina, the junior from San Antonio, and that is going to be towards right field. Coming over, and it's going to drop. And foul is going to be the call is foul. And that ball was a good 2 to 3 feet fair. And now you didn't watch softball earlier. So you probably didn't, where they had a similar moment. The umpire actually made a foul call on a play. That was a fair ball, but he meant to say fair, but he said foul. So the left fielder stopped playing, and then he called it fair, and the run came around and scored. That was earlier today in softball. So not a day for foul calls on the left field side for umpires in both baseball or softball that we've seen today. So that was a fair ball. 0-1 there. That's going to be off the plate there, ball. 1-1 the count. So Ram Maldonado, if he can get out of this inning with nothing more across, needs to send a gift to that home plate umpire who made that fair call, or that foul call. And that's popped up as Rollo is going to go into the wall but not make the catch. And 1-2 now the count. Peyton Garbers walked in the first, singled in the third. 368 hitter. The home run at 12 RBIs this year. Dangerous hitter with the runners on the corners. And 1 out. Double play would be nice for the Saints right now. And the 1-2. And that's pushed. Foul out of play. Count stays 1-2. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. 1-2 pitch from Maldonado. Bouncer over at second. The force making the turn. Got him. 5-4-3 on the double play. And we will head now to the bottom half of the fifth inning. Saints still have the lead. Midland gets one across. Saints leads 3-1. You're watching Saints baseball on the OLLU Saints Network. Welcome back, everybody. Bottom half of the fifth. The Saints with a 3-1 lead. Jacob Montejano leading things off. As Montejano 1 for 2. Looks at first pitch there from Scruto. Want to know the count. He struck out swinging in the first and singled up the middle in the second. Watches that one. The count evens 1 ball, 1 strike now on Montejano. It's Montejano, Diaz, and Mitchell. 2 up for the Saints here. This fifth inning. And called strike there, 1-2. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes for the leadoff hitter here in the fifth. And catches a piece of that one, stays 1-2. So Saints at home pretty much through March 13th. They'll be on the road, and then we'll be back until LSU Shreveport comes to town for a 4-game set. The 26th and 27th of March. Watches that one ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count here. Saints trying to pick up their second win of the year. And pick up second straight. That's fouled. Stays 2-2. As the Saints had a little unexpected week off a week ago. As they were scheduled to take on Tabor University, the Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference. The Blue Jays of Tabor. They're always fun to watch when they come down because it looks like the Texas Rangers playing the Toronto Blue Jays. The way the colors are for the Saints and the lettering for Tabor. And that's swing and a miss. He'll go down swinging for the second time. And that is going to be strikeout number 3 and number 12 on the season for Scruto. 1 out, and now as Jose Diaz. So Diaz comes up 0 for 1. He's walked, scored a run. He lined out to third his last time up. 455 the average on a year. With a home run and 5 RBIs. 500 on base percentage. And 1 stolen base. And that's popped up towards the right field side, towards the line. It's going to go foul. No question on that one. So Jose Diaz picking up his 200th career hit against Oklahoma Wesleyan. First Saint to pick up 200 career hits in this young program. Diaz, all-time leader in RBIs, hits, home runs, and Jose Diaz record book right now is 0-2 the count. The senior from Cuba. So now an argument with the field umpire, who is, as he put a warning that he doesn't want. So I'm not quite sure. I guess there's a player standing in the entrance to the bench, and he says he's in the field of play, but he's not. But if it's a safety issue or not, when it's completely open to the bench. So Coach Miller out there talking to the umpires. So the field umpire had said, he yelled out there, "How many more times am I going to have to tell you before I throw you out of here?" And that was the first time we had heard him say anything. And Coach Miller again was out there asking, "Why is it a problem?" And if I heard correctly, he said he's been standing there the whole time. And then the umpire there in the field said, "Well, I told him not to now." So I don't know what's going on. Hasn't been a good night for Midland or the umpires. And that's fouled off. 0-2. Ogni tried to barehand that one. And get the error there on the attempt. Still balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Diaz reaching for that one towards third. Throw over to first. And that's going to be close, but he's going to be out. So 0-2 now. Diaz. And 2 outs, and that'll bring up to the plate Jacob Mitchell.
Number 23, Jacob Mitchell.
So Jacob Mitchell 1-2 now with a 3-run shot back in the first inning. Steps up to the plate here. The first pitch there is a strike, 0-1 the count to the junior from Harker Heights, Texas. 294 now on the year with a home run, 6 RBIs. And 294 on base percentage. As he is now tied with Tyler Vivier for RBIs on the season with 6. That one sent towards the gap. Over to get underneath it is Braun, and they will go in order. Top of the 6th coming up. Saints lead 3-1. You're watching Saints baseball on the OLLU Saints Network. So Devin Molina making the appearance now for the Saints, coming in for Ram Maldonado. Maldonado pitched very well. 5 innings pitched, gave up 5 hits, 1 run, 1 earned. Struck out 7, walked 2 through 89 pitches. And so Devin Molina make the appearance here. It's Devin who did the pregame prayer. As he will face Dakota Thornton. As Molina, 2 1/3 innings pitched this year. The 0 earned run average, has struck out 4. Has hit 1 batter. As Dakota Thornton was hit by a pitch in the first, hit into a fielder's choice in the third. 242 now on the season. 6 RBIs, 381 on base, and that's going to be a called strike, 0-1 the count. There to Thornton. Devin Molina, San Antonio native. MacArthur High School to Bramus. And that's going to be a called strike, 0-2 the count now for Molina. Transfer from McMurray University. And a called strike 3. 1 away. So 1 out here. That'll bring up Ethan Seacrest coming into the plate. Seacrest 1 for 2. Last time up, hit a double, tried to stretch it to a triple, and was thrown out. And the pitch is there, a ball, 1-0 the count. He grounded out the third in the first inning. 313 hitter on the year with a home run and an RBI. That'll be a ball, 2-0 the count as he gets ahead of Molina here. It's a 2-0 pitch coming. Called strike and the count 2-1. It's a nice fastball, a nice location there. Lower outside corner of the strike zone. It's 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. That's up high, 3-1. Tried to get him to go after fastball high. Trey Nichols in the on-deck circle here for Midland. 3 balls, 1 strike. And ball 4. So strikeout and a walk to start things off here. And the top half of the 6th inning. As Trey Nichols comes up to the plate. Nichols 0 for 2. Struck out a couple of times here. Sophomore from Bowling Green, Missouri. The St. Charles Community College transfer. Down low there for a ball. 1-0 the count. It's 1 ball, no strikes. That will be fouled off. 1-1 the count. One ball, one strike. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here. And the 1-2 inside. 2-2 now the count. The Bowling Green native. Bowling Green, Missouri. Bowling Green, Ohio, and Kentucky. Named after Bowling Green Square in New York City. Those 3 places. Originally called Bowling without the G at the end. Changed back to a G over time, back to Bowling Green. And that is going to be sent back to center. Underneath. 2 away. That's Nichols down. It's Rodriguez with the catch, and that'll bring up Maddox.
Number 35,
Miyasato. Miyasato 0 for 2. Steps up, struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a grounder. Tyler Revere diving. It's going to get past him into center field. Now runners at first and second and 2 outs. So runners first and second, 2 outs. It's Kyle Weber coming up to the plate. Weber 2 for 2. Has a triple and a single and has scored a run. Time, moment. Runner going to be a pinch runner coming in for Midland. Looks to be number 26, Jordan Ryer, the senior from Omaha, Nebraska.
Running in second base.
Concordia University,
Jordan Ryer.
Concordia, Nebraska transfer. Or the assumption of Concordia, Nebraska, which you should never assume if you know the old saying that goes with that. The throw over to second and safe as he placed the tag down between the arms there of Ryer. That'll be down low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count here. 2 outs and 2 aboard here in the top of the 6th inning. Saints with a 2-run lead, leading 3-1. Scored 3 runs in the first inning. But James Scruto has been able to hold the Saints in check since then. Called strike, 1-1 the count there on Weber. Weber now 355 on the year with an RBI. Triple in the second. He's stranded on base, and he singled his last time up back in the 5th, but was driven in. And the lone run for Midland so far tonight. The 1-1 pitch coming here from Molina. That gets away. Runners will advance to second and third. And the count will go to 2-1 as that gets between the legs there of Lopez. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. It's Devin Molina. That's back to the mound. Trying to work his way out of this. Coming in for relief of Ram Maldonado. And the 2-1 pitch coming. Called a strike. The count 2-2 now. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 inside. That hung up there for a while. Came back in a bit. Not enough to bring any worry there from Weber getting around on it. But 3-2 the count here. 3-2 pitch. And that one's going to be a single. 1 run will score. And the throw to the plate. No, they're not going to go back over to first and tag him out, but the run scores beforehand. And so it's going to be tied at 3.
For Midland in the 6th, 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors.
Well, actually, so 2 runs, so it's going to be 3-3. And it,
Midland 3,
and we will take a break here. As you're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network. Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Saints lead is gone as we're tied now at 3 here. As Robert Lopez, Rollo to lead things off. It's Rollo, Matthew Clark, and Tyler Vier due up here for the Saints here in the 6th. Lopez walked in the first, struck out looking in the third. 250 hitter on the season. And that pitch is going to be out of the zone for a ball. As James Scudo, besides that first inning, it's pitched pretty good for Midland. So 2-0 the count now. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Three and 0 now the count to Rollo. And called strike. So that looked up in the zone, but a called strike there. So So 3-1. And that one's fouled, and now the count is full, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Rollo steps back in. And called ball 4. And that pitch looked better than the 3-1 pitch. So Matthew Clark coming, going to be a Andrew Ogletree running at first base for Rollo.
Running at first, number 4, Andrew Ogletree.
And to the plate, Matthew Clark.
6.
Or actually, no, going to be pinch hitter. It's going to be Robert Arredondo. the junior from Corpus Christi, transfer from Laredo College, Palominos.
Number 6, Robert Arredondo.
So Arredondo coming in to pinch hit for Matthew Clark, as Clark was 0 for 1. As Clark had reached base twice, once on an error and one on a hit by pitch that he actually caught. So runner at first here, with nobody out, and looks at the first pitch strike, 0-1 the count to Arredondo. Tyler Revere in the on-deck circle. And the throw over to first, and Ogletree is back. There's Tyler Revere. Yes, he is on deck. Has no balls and 1 strike here, the count. Bunt up and away there on the pitch. Pulls the bunt back. And ball 1 strike, the count here. As time called, there's James Gruno to check his lace there on his shoe. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. That's fouled away. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss on that one for Arredondo. And Tyler Revere coming up to the plate with 1 out and 1 aboard.
30, Tyler Vivier.
And Alec Martinez on deck. Pitch there for a ball, 1-0 the count to Tyler. And a throw over to first. That's 1-0 the count here to Tyler. Tyler singled in the first, grounded to short in the fourth, 438 on the year, 6 RBIs. And Mitchell tied for the team lead, and he's going to get in there as the lead runner able to get to second on the hit and run. As Ogletree there. Tyler Vivier able to advance the runner. And 2 outs now with the runner, the go-ahead run at second for Alec Martinez.
Number 9, Alec Martinez.
As Alec, nice job picking up his first hit of the year, his last time up. Let's see if he can get his first RBI of the year. With 2 outs here. And a runner at second. That's therefore striking the count of 1-1. Balls, 1 strike. Martinez singled in the fourth, popped to first in the first. Looks at that one, 1 ball, 1 strike here for Martinez, the Corpus Christi native. That's going to be a called strike, 1-2. So Martinez Starter at third base pretty much since his freshman year. Also has been pitching for the Saints as well for the last couple of years. It's going to be inside there for ball. 2-2 the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second for Martinez. Trying to get a runner across. Saints have left 4 batters aboard in this one, as we're tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. That one going to be close, sliding over, not able to. It's going to be an infield hit. So runners on the corners now. Should be an infield hit. We'll see. Runners on the corners. 2 outs now. As Ryan Chapa to the plate here.
Number 1, Ryan Chapa.
So Ryan Chapa 0 for 1. 1 for 2 in this one. So he singled his first time up. This is his 3rd at bat of the season coming up here. So he singled up the middle in the 2nd, hit into a fielder's choice in the 4th. And that's going to be inside ball. 1-0 the count to Chapa. Chapa, the junior, Corpus Christi. And that's going to be a bouncer to Weber. Weber steps on the bag at second for the force. And we will head to the 7th. As we're tied at 3, you're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network. And welcome back. Gavin Mannheimer to lead things off for Midland. Going up against a new pitcher now, Jacob Mitchell. Out on the mound for the Saints. As the DH moving to the mound. And the Saints will lose the DH. That's over to Richard Chapa. And Chapa was about 3 inches taller. Make a play on that one. So the leadoff is aboard here. As Mannheimer gets his first hit of the season. As Jacob Mitchell on the mound this year. There's some pitching for the Saints. This is his 3rd game. He's pitched 2 innings. He's given up 1 run on the year. 4.50 earned run average. Struck out 3 and walked 1. No one won the count there on Chase Reynolds. The junior out of Harker Heights, Texas. Now it's fouled in the count 0-2. Here to Chase Reynolds. Reynolds struck out swinging in the first, line to right in the third, and tripled into the gap in the fifth. The 0-2, it's going to be up high, ball 1-2. That's sent high in the air to right. Underneath it, Matt Mahaloff, who's checked into the game, now in right field. Picks that one up and one away. So Matt Mahaloff out there in right field from Conroe, Texas. So Mahaloff now to right, Rodriguez in center, Clark in left. Everybody else pretty much the same around the infield, as everyone is the same around the infield. That's going to be a ball. 1-0 the count there from Jacob Mitchell. As Braun, who's 290 on the year, struck out twice and walked. 290 hitter, 429 on base. Homer and 11 RBIs. Now with a runner at first and one out here in the seventh inning. Runner goes, foul back, and the count evens 1-1. Midland able to score in the fifth and the sixth inning. Once in the fifth, twice in the sixth inning to tie things up. After the Saints started off 3 runs in the first. 1 ball, 1 strike now. And stepping off the rubber there is Mitchell. And Braun will step out of the box. Runner at first, 1 away. It's going to be close pitch, going to be a ball. 3-3 the score here in the top of the 7th. Runner at first, 1 out, 2 balls, 1 strike to count to Braun. Pitch from Mitchell and fouled away, and the count 2-2 now to Braun. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mitchell steps off the rubber there. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Throw gets away, and Manheimer will make his way to second. As the throw, an aired throw there from Jacob Mitchell. And the first error for the Saints. That'll put a runner in the go-ahead run and scoring position with 1 out now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. And that's fouled back. It stays 2-2. Balls, 2 strikes here. Mitchell with the pitch away, gets away, and Mannheimer on his way to third, and Rollo holds on to it, not sitting now. Now the go-ahead run 90 feet away with 1 out. Three balls and 2 strikes to count on Braun. Peyton Garber's in the on-deck circle. 3-2. Off the plate, runners on the corner. Second walk for Braun. He struck out twice and he's walked twice.
Number 29, Peyton Garbers.
So Garber's to the plate. As Garber's steps up, he's walked in the first, singled in the third, grounded in double play in the fifth. 359, homer, 12 RBI, swings, misses that one, 0-1 the count to Garbers. Righty versus lefty here. That's up and away. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to count here. Dakota Thornton, the on deck. So 2 balls and 1 strike now the count. So 2-1 pitch. That's going to be the left. Clar. Runner tags. Throw home and cut off by Martinez. And 4-3. Midland will take the lead. Their first lead as they have scored at least a run now in 3 straight innings.
Number 18, Dakota Thornton.
So 2 outs now as Dakota Thornton coming to the plate. Braun still at first as Mannheimer scored on the sac fly and the RBI, number 13 on the year for Garbers. And Coach Chad Miller having a moment with Thornton, who's 0 for 2. Thornton was hit by a pitch in the first, hit into a fielder's choice in the third, and struck out swinging back in the 6th inning. As he steps up with Ethan Seacrest in the on-deck circle. That's going to be a ball, 1-0 the count to Thornton. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Throw. Over the first. Braun back. As Braun, just 5 career stolen bases for the junior. That's here for a strike, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. The runner goes. And that'll be career stolen base number 6. It's now 2 balls and a strike and 2 outs for Thornton. And it's Braun now in scoring position. It's Midland trying to add to their 4-3 lead. There's a ball. Three balls, 1 strike here. That'll be a ball. And ball 4. So going to be Seacrest back in. Possibly, maybe. We'll see as he heads back into the dugout. So actually, it's going to be Lucas Hamza, sophomore from Gilbert, Arizona. And Benedictine University at Mesa transfer.
Now batting number 30, Lucas Hamza.
So he comes in to bat 4. Ryer. That's going to be a ball. 1-0. So he's coming in for the DH. That's 1 ball and no strikes here. Runners at first and second and 2 outs. Here in the 7th inning. That one. It's Rollo, good job of reaching out there to keep that one from reaching the backstop. It's 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs here. Mitchell out there on the mound. It's chilly out there. Upper 50s, but damp. That's what makes it feel a little uglier here for us. It's 2 balls and a strike. Yes, I'm complaining about upper 50s after 6 degrees last week. Tries to check the swing. Did it go away with it? And so 2 balls, 2 strikes. As the runners again advance. So that one got a Rollo putting in some work back there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch. Bounce. Martinez over to first. Got him. Bottom of the 7th coming up. As the Saints lose the lead. 4-3. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Time to stretch. You're watching Saints baseball on the OLLU Saints Network. Top of the order, leading things off here in the bottom of the seventh inning. Noah Rodriguez is Rodriguez, Mahaloff, and Diaz due up. The Saints trailing now 4-3. 0-1 the count there. On Rodriguez, caught a piece of that. Balls, one strike. Tripled and scored in the first. New fielder's choice in the second. Grounded to a double play in the fourth. Bouncer to third. And Reynolds gets it over the first. And one away. Matt Mahaloff now coming up to the plate. As the senior from Conroe, Texas, makes his first plate appearance of the night.
Number 29, Matt Mahaloff.
Matt Mahaloff, 343 hitter for a career. Had a great freshman year, 351, then dropped down. 317, then dropped down. Actually, a career 263, if I can learn to read correct numbers there. That pitch is a strike, 1-1 the count. Great freshman year, 317, dropped off. Bit of a sophomore slump the second year. And that's a nice job as running that one down in foul territory and coming away with that one. There was Braun, as Braun kind of overshot it for a moment and reached back and awkwardly able to pull that in, and so two down quickly. So now the senior Jose Diaz coming up to the plate, 0 for 2, has scored a run. Walked and scored, lined out to third and grounded out. 0-1 now the count on Diaz. Diaz, the Red River Athletic Conference Player of the Week. Last time there, now he's going to be hit by a pitch. So he'll reach base a second time. And so Jacob Mitchell, who's now pitching, will come up to the plate to bat here in the bottom half of the seventh inning. As he hit his first home run of the year back in the first inning, a 3-run shot. Another one here would be nice, a 2-run shot to give him the lead if he could do it. And he swings at that one and misses. So he was trying to get it on that one, just no contact, and 0-1 the count. Here to Jacob Mitchell. So Mitchell homered in the first and is flied out to left back in the third and the fifth inning. So 1 for 3. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to count there. Watches that one. Mitchell, 94 career walks with the Saints. All-time leader. But has not gotten a walk so far this year. As he watches out 1 and 2. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the runner goes, and he'll foul that one off out of play as Diaz looking for his 62nd career stolen base, second of the year. But we'll trot back over to first after the foul there from Mitchell. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. And runner goes, swings, gonna find over there. It's gonna be stopped, and the throw over to first gets away, but quickly picked up there from Garbers. And so everyone is safe. Runners at first and second. The throw is not gonna get Mitchell, so Mitchell picks up his second hit of the game, and the tying run now moves the scoring position. And see what we're gonna have here as Robert Lopez due up, and Rolo now making his way over to the plate as he'll make the slow walk that he his signature for him. So going to be a pinch runner coming in over to first base now for Jacob Mitchell as Jorge Collazo Jr. comes in.
First base, number 7, Jorge Collazo.
Collazo.
Number 22, Robert Lopez.
So Robert Lopez to the plate, where he's walked twice and struck out tonight. 2 RBIs on the year. Another 2 right here would be perfect. Bottom of the 7th, 2 outs. First pitch, catch the outside there. It's going to be a strike, 0-1 to count to Rollo. 250 hitter this season. Here for the senior catcher from San Antonio. Brennan High School graduate. Row over and going to be out as he's picked off at first base. And that is the second time the Saints base runner's been picked off tonight. They've been picked off and caught stealing. Base running not pretty so far tonight for the Saints. We'll head to the 8th. Midland keeps the lead 4-3. You're watching Saints baseball on the OLLU Saints Network. Trey Nichols will lead things off here in the top half of the 8th inning. As Midland, the Warriors, Fremont, Nebraska, with a 4-3 lead over the OLLU Saints. And that pitch is going to hit him. So the leadoff is aboard after being hit by the pitch in the first pitch. And that will bring up now Maddox Miyasato. To the plate is 0 for 3. Or 1 for 3, I'm sorry. They scored a run. And Kyle Weber is on the on-deck circle. And pinch runner coming in. Looks to be 27. Looks to be Javante Williams, the junior from Iowa City, Iowa. And a swing and a miss on that one, 0-1. Count to Miyasato. Grounded out in the 3rd, struck out swinging in the 4th, and singled and scored in the 6th. Watches that one for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike the count here. Saints trailing 4-3. The top half of the 8th inning. 1 game here tonight. Doubleheader tomorrow against Sagu. Strike there, 1 and 2. Then on Saturday, doubleheader, but it will be a neutral game between Midland and Sagu. We will cover that one for you. Doubleheader starting at 1. Throw over to first. Final 2 games this weekend on Sunday. As Saints will take on Midland again, doubleheader, but that will be on the baseball Facebook page. On Facebook Live for them. As the OLLU Saints Network will be back on campus for softball taking on Trinity. 1 o'clock start time for that one. And the cross tie Crosstown rivalry there. Ball, 2 strikes. That swings and miss. Runner goes. Got him by a mile. As that was close as he almost slid underneath the tag. So double play on the strikeout and the throw out. 2 down.
Number 25, Kyle Weber.
That the old reliable strikeout to throw out. As Kyle Weber to the plate now. Weber hasn't done much today, just 3 for 3 with a run and a couple of RBIs. As Weber watches the pitch there. It's no balls, 2 strikes to count on him. Weber now 375 on the season, 3 RBIs, 412 on base. Tripled his first time up and has had a couple of singles. And watches that one off the plate, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Mitchell with the wind up and the pitch, and that's Rolo, a good stretching out there. A little Stretch Armstrong impersonation there to keep that one. As Logan Breed in the on-deck circle. That's fouled off, 2-2. It was almost off Breed in the on-deck circle. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch, and again pushes it foul. As Weber tried to chase that one out of the zone and caught a piece of it. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Pitch from Mitchell. That swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 away. As no runs, no hits, no one left, and we will head to the bottom of the 8th.
No hits, no errors.
Saints trailing 4-3. You're watching Saints baseball on the OLLU Saints Network.
Runner on base.
So Robert Lopez will lead things off here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Saints trailing by 1. New pitcher for Midland. Seabaum is out there now. The Tyler, the senior out of Erie, Colorado. And behind the plate pitching, and that's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Now behind the plate catching Jack Barrios, the junior out of Ventura, California. It's 2-1 the count to Lopez. And the 2-1 pitch coming as Weber gets it and throws it. That's the third error for Weber. So that has been his problem today, has been the errors. So now Andrew Ogletree will come over to run. It's again Weber.
First, number 4, Andrew Ogletree.
Fourth error now for Midland here.
For the Saints, number 18.
Actually, no, third error. It's Matthew Clark coming to the plate with a runner at first and nobody out here. The Saints tying run at first. Seabaum not getting help from his defense. And the first pitch there. Ball 1-0 the count. Seabaum 1-1 on the season. 19 in the third innings pitched. 2-3 for his career. Career 540 earned run average. 512 this year. 16 strikeouts and 10 walks. And the runner goes and out. And one down, so the base runner is gone. And the amount of effort to get that out, because the throw was high and way up in the air, and just a fantastic job there for Weber to come down with that. And that's going to be hit to center. Thornton camping out underneath. Can't accord, 2 down. As Vivier is coming up to the plate now. Tyler. It's 1 for 3.
Now batting number 30, Tyler Vivier.
Tyler comes up as he's tied for the team lead in RBIs this year with 6. So that first pitch there for a strike, 0-1 the count. Now with 2 outs. That's low it away for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. That's high up in the air. Coming around. It's Garbers to pull it in. That'll do it.
No runs, no hits, 1 error, nobody left on base at the end of 8. Midland 4.
So the leadoff does nothing for the Saints, and we will head to the 9th. Saints trailing 4-3. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network. So Logan Breed, the sophomore from Topeka, Kansas, Shawnee Heights High School, up to the plate here. As he is in for Mannheimer. So he'll step into the box here against Jacob Mitchell. The first pitch swinging. And right off Coach Miller trying to get out of the way, and it seemed to follow him and catch him in the backside there. So no balls, one strike. Yes, and the team let him know it hit him. Right up the middle and a leadoff single for Breed, and that will bring the top of the order up. As Chase Reynolds is back up to the plate here.
Chase Reynolds.
Reynolds 1 for 4 with an RBI. He steps into the box here. And that getting away, and Breed is now off over to second. Runner at second now with no outs. And Joey Baker, the senior, left-hander out of Victoria, is in the bullpen. Showing bunt. Pulls it away and called strike. 1-1 the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Puts the bunt. Lopez over to first, and it's going to hit the runner. And now Coach Ogney. Inside the line there would have hit him where he was, and the umpires have had a rough day. So now Coach Ogney has both head coaches have not been happy with the umpiring crew here tonight. So runners on the corners and no outs for Sam Braun. Braun has walked twice and struck out twice. The first pitch is going to be over strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike here. The pitch showing a bunt and foul. The count 0-2. So now 0-2 the count. Braun comes back with the 0-2 count now. Runners on the corners. Let's see, umpires have had difficulties with the lines today. And 0-2. Up and in there. 1-2 now the count. To Braun. 290 on the year. 1 home run, 11 RBIs, 442 on base. Struck out looking in the first, struck out swinging in the third, then walked in both the 5th and 7th inning. He reaches after that one. That one went cutting out of the zone, and he went chasing after it and got a piece of it. 1-2. To stay alive in it. And the 1-2 pitch coming here from Mitchell. Yeah, it's going to be just up in the zone, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Third strikeout for Jacob Mitchell.
Number 29, Peyton Garbers.
So Peyton Garbers coming to the plate. Peyton 1 for 2. He's driven in a run. So now Saints with 1 away, runners on the corners. Garbers walked in the first, singled in the third. Throw and runner safe at second. So the force at second is gone. Garber grounded into a double play in the 5th inning. About the same before that. But did have a sac fly in the 7th. 13 RBIs this season for Garbers. That one's up high. Ball 1-1. 1 out, 2 aboard. And Dakota Thornton in the on deck. They're going to intentionally walk Garbers. So Dakota Thornton making his way up. As he's 0 for 2. Thornton's 0 for 2. He's walked and he's struck out today. The bases are loaded now with 1 out. Nice pitch there, and that's a strike. 0-1 the count to Thornton. Thornton hit by a pitch in the first, fielder's choice in the third. Struck out swinging in the 6th, walked in the 7th. Called strike there, 0-2 now on Thornton. And on deck is Lucas Hamza. That one fouled off hard down the first base side. The count stays 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Stepping in front of it there is Rollo. And the count 2-2. One and two. Called strike 3. 2 down. So Jacob Mitchell now an out away from getting out of this mess and giving the team a chance here in the bottom of the 9th. As up now, Lucas Hamza coming up to the plate. So Hamza's come in. It's the DH, 0 for 1. Here tonight. Grounder Martinez steps on the bag at third. That'll do it. Bottom of the 9th, do or die for the Saints, trailing 4-3. You're watching Saints baseball on the OLLU Saints Network. Welcome back.
Alec Martinez.
Senior Brendan Jones out of Glendale, Arizona on the mound now for Midland College. Jones 1-0 on the year. This is his third game. 11 innings pitched, 3.27 earned run average. Coming in to try and close it out. 3-3 for a career, 2 career saves for Jones. As Alec Martinez looks at the first pitch there for a ball, 1-0 the count. Martinez out of Corpus Christi. Brendan Jones, 2 career saves, trying to pick up his third. 7 strikeouts and 4 walks on the season. 1-1 now the count on Martinez. Martinez 2 for 3. 222 on the year. Scotton hits his last 2 at bats. Saints trailing by a run here, 4-3 here at the bottom of the 9th inning. And looks at the strike there, 1-2. So let's see if the Saints have any late inning heroics in them here tonight. And a called strike 3 on one that looked a little outside there, but one away. So that is going to bring up Ryan Chapa, second baseman, up to the plate. Chapa 1 for 3 with a single. He singled this first time up the middle. See, steps up here, and then the top of the order is up for the Saints. So Brendan Jones, the first pitch, called strike, and the count 0-1. So timeout called. Coach Ogney wants to talk to Chapa for a moment. Brendan Jones out there waiting. Jones coming in, home plate umpire telling him to hurry it up. So no balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. And that's sent high up in the air. Weber. It's been an adventure for him tonight, but he pulls that one down. 2 down. So Noah Rodriguez,
Number 10.
representing the last out for the Saints here. As Matt Mahaloff in the on-deck circle. Rodriguez led things off in the game with a triple. That would be nice right here. That's called strike. I'm guessing he's catching that edge of the plate because they look a bit wide out there, but he's been getting that call. There, that one's going to be off towards the corner. Rodriguez rounding first on his way to second. He's going to stop at second with a double. So he starts off the evening with a triple, and now in the 9th inning, he gets a 2-out double as Matt Mahaloff coming up to the plate. Matt Mahaloff 0 for 1 coming up to the plate with Jose Diaz in the on-deck circle. So Brendan Jones with the pitch. And again, got that one. It's the inside part of the plate. 0-1 the count to Matt Mahaloff. 091 on the year. 167 on base. That's Mahaloff. And there, we'll push that one foul out of play. And the count 0-2 now on Mahaloff. So it's down to the last strike here. Riga's at second. Mahalov steps in. Jose Diaz in the on-deck circle. And swing and a miss, strike three. So the Saints, despite getting 3 runs in the first, having a 3-run lead for a lot of the first part of the game, and they will drop this one 4-3. Jacob Mitchell will pick up the loss. The win is going to go to the starter, James Scrudo. He's going to go to 2-1 on the year, and the save, third career save for Brendan Jones, and that'll do it. Saints will go to 1-6 now on the year, and Midland will improve to 5-4-1. Saints 1-6. Things don't get easier as they will take on Southwestern Assemblies of God tomorrow. Doubleheader starting at 1. As Sagu is 16-1 coming up against the Saints now 1-6. Hope to catch you tomorrow at 1. And so for us here at Missions Baseball Academy, y'all have a good night. Stay warm. We'll see you tomorrow. So long, everybody.